right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to welcome everyone here to the State of Synth. My name is Dennis G.
And I'm Neon Fox.
And we are here for a very special edition of the State of Synth where Dennis does not know the guest.
Dennis, you promised you wouldn't check socials because I had to post something so that the artist could actually reshare or do stuff.
Right.
So you promised not to look since Monday.
I did promise. And honestly, Jules, I am very, very happy to have not gone on social media for, 2 days?
Yeah, well, good.
It was refreshing. Very refreshing. I didn't have to worry about following things up.
Yeah, I wanted to post the artwork and the script and everything. I couldn't.
Oh, right.
The track names I had to mask out.
Yeah.
The file names I had to mask out.
Kept a very good secret, and I don't know how we did it because I almost looked at Facebook and I'm like, wait, I'm on Facebook, and I had to get off of Facebook. So, yeah, this is gonna be fun. It's gonna be like a what do you call it when you got the chocolate and you open it up and you don't know what's inside? Is that like
like a box of chocolates?
It's like the Forrest Gump thing. Yeah, this is very exciting. So I'm opening up the box of chocolates and seeing. I just said that. You know what I'm talking about. It's fun. Secrets and mysteries.
By the way, I want to remind the listeners, whether you're on YouTube or on the nightride.fm website chat, we are live. So say hi because we like shouting out names.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna start off. We've got Dysterian, of course, our Polish brother. Like that man never sleeps.
Yep.
And we've also got Power Rob who popped in because maybe we're gonna play a track of his.
Nice.
We've got Craig Packman tuned in from all the way in Perth, Australia. Yeah.
Yeah, very good, very good.
We've got Temporal Waves.
Sweet.
Who's just introduced Tabla to the Synthwave scene.
Nice. Bringing people into the fold. I love it.
Oh my god, I got his vinyl. He's on a plane, I forget where, so he's not in Montreal anymore, he's somewhere else.
Yeah.
He'll remind me on the chat. And Johnny 5 is alive.
There he is.
Oh, we got Vasto. Vasto?
In the
I think we're going to start the show off with a Vasto track from his new album, which just
are.
dropped today.
Indeed. This is, it was fun. I went to the listening party. Vasto had a little listening party, and it was some good stuff, and it just dropped today.
Bandcamp listening parties are the shizzles. I mean,
they're fun.
The chat leaves a bit to be desired, but there's nothing better than advertising an artist to your fans and fellow artists that you're going to be doing a listening party. And remember, they also do video.
Right.
Remember when Alpha Chrome?
That's right. Yeah.
They did. Bandcamp listening parties can do video, but the best thing is sharing an album and being in a chat. I mean, it's not as cool as Night Ride.
That's it. Sharing is caring. Chat. That's what they say, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's
by the way,
exciting.
I gotta say shout outs to Vasto, who's popped in, Jeff Creature, Roast Beefs, come on,
I don't know if it's Rex. I don't know. I think it's too timid for Rex.
Yeah, it's not.
It doesn't have like, that's almost like too timid. From our good buddy.
It's not vulgar enough. Also, a big shout out to Jen FTS over in the YouTube.
Hey,
thanks
very nice.
For saying hi.
Excellent.
We are live. So Dennis.
Yes, I'm here. I'm ready.
We've got an artist for you, but first, I think you got to line up a Vasto track.
Oh, right. This is exciting. Can I do like the guessing, like get 3 guesses? Like you should give me 3 guesses. And then I could try to figure out who the guess is. If I can't figure it out, then I lose. If I can figure it out from the 3 guesses, then I win. I don't know what I win yet.
Well, okay. So, sure. What's your first guess?
Well, should I do it now or after we do Vasto's track?
Do one guess right now.
All right, so is a gunship?
No. They were begging me. I'm like, nah, we're too busy.
All right, so it is not Gunship.
Okay.
All right, so I'll have, I guess, 2 more guesses after
this song.
Yeah.
All right. So let's kick things off. Our buddy Vasto, all the way from Romania, Transylvania, has released an album 15 tracks long.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
we heard it on Monday. That was like a good 75 minutes.
Yeah.
It's called Station 23. It's an amazing album. And I don't know about you, but my favorite track from this, it's called They Will Not Die.
It's a good one, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So here it is. This is Vasto with They Will Not Die from the album Station 23, available on Bandcamp right now, right here on Night Ride FM.
And that was Vasto with They Will Not Die. It's like just this tank just rolling down a street with missiles and dirt flying everywhere.
Once again, that is from the album Station 23.
Yeah, go check that out on Bandcamp. All right,
15
Jules.
tracks.
I feel like should I hum the Jeopardy theme or something? I don't think we have any like.
Okay.
We do have what do we have? We have some sort of.
By the
music.
way, I have to say a shout out to Rex Balls who has joined us.
Nice, there he is. He wasn't roast beef.
Dragonweed's in the house, and our overlord Z.
Very nice.
I guess Vasto. We play a Vasto track. Z pops out of the woodwork.
Z, you're right. Exactly. It's like it's just inevitable. Well, this is exciting.
For those listeners and our guests who don't know who Z is, he's the one who coded up the nightride.fm website. He coded up everything in the back end, the servers running, the streams that you're hearing, all the 5, 6, 20 different live stream channels.
Yes. He built this playground. We just play in it.
Yeah, we just ride the wave.
That's it. All right, so
Dennis.
Enough of that. Let's get to the guessing. I get 2 more guesses, and I kind of really just ruined my first guess because it was kind of a joke guess, but I feel like I gotta really get a little bit more serious about this. So
you didn't peek at socials, right? You promised.
I did not peek at any socials. Nope. And I have absolutely no idea. I thought it was going to be Primo because we were talking to Primo on the Facebook chat, but we're just going to play a song by her, which is cool. So it's not her. So that wasn't a guess or nothing like that. My second guess is going to be, all right, so this is a little bit of an internal thing that the listeners might not know, but we have a list. We have a running list of guests who we would like to, and sometimes it's funny, we will reach out to a guest to schedule a show, and sometimes it might be like a year since we've spoke to that person, but this is just how crazy it is sometimes. We do have, like, when we speak to somebody and they're interested, we put them on, we call it the roadmap. And essentially at that point, we just try to work in the schedule, and sometimes it's a nightmare. So anybody who we've talked to about being on the show, you guys are absolutely
our guest is listening in on this right now. He's listening to Dennis.
Yeah,
I say he.
I should get to the.
That's 50% of the artist right there.
Yeah. Yes.
All right, Dennis, your second guess. Come on.
All right, second guess is the person on that list.
It is. It's a list of like 40 people, so sure. Our like wish list, sure.
All right.
I mean, I had to refer to that list to get an artist, but your third guess, come on.
I'm hearing a beeping. Are you hearing like a beeping? Maybe I think I'm going crazy.
No, dude, that's part of the surprise.
Oh. Now I'm really interested. All right, so
what's your third guess?
All right, so it's not Gunship. They are on the guest list, and now I can't remember who is on.
It's not Primo. It's not Gunship.
Oh, all right. I get one more guess. Does this guest have a space in there? Is it 2 names with a space?
Yeah.
Where we sometimes
you figured it out because I keep pointing this out.
Go
ahead.
Is it the OutRunner?
Yeah, of course.
Yes!
Mr. OutRunner, say hello.
Hello, everyone. Hey, Dennis.
Oh my God! I'm so stoked.
I highly doubt you've listened to our previous podcast, but there are 2 OutRunners in the Synthwave scene.
Yeah.
There's one who's more electronic without a space, and then there's you,
right,
with the space.
I know. I honestly think there's like 4 more, if I'm being honest.
Well, yeah, that's Synthwave for you, right?
Yeah, I seriously would not doubt it, because that's definitely how, like, it's either night ride, runner, OutRunner, like it's always going to be some
neon
combination
this, neon that.
Of that.
Those bastards with like neon in their name.
I I'll probably just should add a number to my name, like OutRunner 33 or something.
Right. Well, you got to make it in the 80s.
No, you know what?
So,
no, it should be like your birthday. That's what
OutRunner
they all
81.
do.
Right. It's got to be your birthday.
Yeah.
This is amazing. I was just in fact, I was almost literally going to say OutRunner because I know I've spoken to you. I think the first time we spoke was maybe in like November or something like that, or December, and then I sent you another message. I'm like, I know this is me, because it's just because technically we only get 15 shows in around a season, so it's 30 shows in a year, and then we try to really fit in a lot of like the UK guests when we can, because they're a little bit harder to schedule. So you're in like California or something, right?
No, so before you jumped in, you know what, Mr. Runner, go ahead and tell him.
Canada.
No.
All right. So I'm thinking, all right, if I was to guess where he is from, I would say Canada.
No, Mr.
Mr. OutRunner, are you from Canada?
No.
I am not. I am not.
Tell him where you're from.
I'm actually from Guatemala.
Get out of town. Where's that?
Yeah, I know. It's kind of random place for Synthwave, I know.
I totally forgot like Guatemala existed. Is that part of the U.S. or is that part of Guatemala?
No,
I don't know where Guatemala. Oh my God.
That's part of Central America. It's right below Mexico.
Oh, okay. Oh my God.
Yeah,
that's
but
cool.
Mr. OutRunner, I gotta tell you, because I maintain a Twitter list where I group people into various cities or states or countries, and I don't have a Guatemala wave. So you're gonna be like the first and only one there.
Yeah,
probably. It's gonna be a very empty
but
place to check out posts.
Here's the thing: if I find another artist in your neck of the woods, you may not know each other, but if I add you both to the same Twitter list, you'll know, and you'll know there's someone else in your area.
Right.
So if you do a synthwave scene down there, you know who to recruit.
Yeah, that would be cool. Definitely.
Yeah, well, you're like New Jersey. New Jersey doesn't have much of a scene either. Although we do have, we have a couple. We have Neutron Dreams and Faith in a Glitch up in Central Jersey, New York. So
you got more than
we got a little something. I'm so stoked. This is incredible. I am just
Dennis
I don't even know where to start.
Dennis has been going on and on about your submissions.
I talk
By the way,
about you
let's
every week.
plug our submit.nightride.fm.
Yeah, that's it.
Folks, go there, pop your submissions if you're an artist. But Mr. Runner, your submissions lately have been
they've been off the hook. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
I dig
Appreciate it.
Just great musicianship. And so I do want to get into like talking about I've discovered you like on Instagram where you're doing like just really cool. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it after. I think we should play a track from the Mr. OutRunner before we deep dive into some discussion.
Before we do that, I just want to do some shout outs. We got some YouTubers who are popping in the chat.
Nice.
Clifton Hunter says, "Hi, Audrey the Games? The Games?
The Games?
The Games. No, the Games.
The Games. Ooh, I like that.
Audrey the Games.
It's very sensual.
And Matt Endless.
Matt Endless, very good.
Yeah, shout out to our YouTube listeners.
Very good.
I know we're talking. And
we're sorry for talking.
I know YouTubers always want to hear music.
Yeah, we're gonna talk for like the next hour and 45 minutes, so you might want to just switch now. I mean, you don't have to, but you know, if you don't want the talkie, we're gonna play some rad tunes though. Like I think we should play a rad tune right now.
All right. So before we do this, because Mr. Runner, we didn't get. You know what? We'll play this because we've been talking enough, but we're gonna play Let Go.
Yeah. Right.
I try to pick one of your earlier tracks. I could have gone earlier with the Girlfriend Records stuff, but this is the first that really hits hard. It's got some high energy because Girlfriend Records is a bit slower.
Yeah.
But do you want to tell us about? So first of all, I gotta ask, where did you get the vocals for "Let Go"?
Well, that's interesting. The male vocals, it's me.
What?
And it was kind of a test to see if I could do the synthwave vocal thing. But for some reason, I've always been more of an instrumental kind of guy. So it's a special one because it'll probably be one of the few that actually has vocals on it.
And what about the female vocals?
The female vocals is a friend of mine that actually recorded that chorus probably like 9 years ago, that I produced a song that never saw the light of day, and I kind of restructured it so it could fit this song. So yeah, it's a special one. It has long roots.
I thought it was one of those things where a synth artist goes to Fiverr or something and looks for a vocalist.
That happens. Yeah, that happens on occasion.
Oh my god, this is awesome.
It's like real human beings singing. Although Fiverr, you get real human beings too.
No, I mean, we were talking to Ace Buchanan last week, and he found Anna Moore on like a similar
that's
service.
Right. Yeah.
And so so this is someone you know.
I'm a graphic designer as well, so I love Fiverr and helping people out. But when it comes to music, I have, I've been doing music for so long here professionally that it just makes sense to, have friends be part of the process instead of just getting other people that I honestly have no idea who they are.
Yeah.
But
that makes sense.
That's just me.
So we're gonna get into that because we gotta ask the usual interview questions. How long you been making music? How long have you had the music bug?
What type of DAW you use?
When did you get into retrowave? But let's play this track because it's amazing. All your tracks are amazing.
Thank you.
You give Dennis a hard on. You give me a hard on. So here it is.
Synthwave hard on. Yes.
Hey.
Wow, where are we going with this? I think we should just play this.
All right. So from back in 2023, that's so far long ago.
2023. Wow.
This is OutRunner with "Let Go" right here on Night Ride FM.
I remember when we used to talk back in the good old days, but now the time has faded away, only a distant memory. I wish I could go back in time when everything was going fine. Now it's only a memory, and it's breaking us apart. And I wanna say
And that was Let Go by OutRunner. And oh my God, that just sounds like sex on a Friday night.
It's the guitar, man. So let's dive in, Mr. Runner.
Let's do a deep dive
to your music history. How did you learn? When did you start making music?
Just how? How do you make this?
Were you a guitarist first?
Yeah, so, my uncles used to have a rock band here, and I was like their number one fan. And like a cool story is that I was probably like 5 or 6. My parents took me to a concert of them, and like one of my eardrums just exploded, like it blew off. So I have that rock and roll DNA since I was just pretty much a kid. And, because of that, I was always watching them and watching the electric guitar. And I really felt a connection with playing guitar. And I remember my uncle giving me my first guitar. It was a Hondo, like a really heavy metal kind of black guitar, old spiky.
How old were you?
And I was probably 8, although I could say that I really started getting into guitar when I was 10. And at this point, I really just started listening to Van Halen like crazy and Def Leppard.
I was wondering where you get your sound like
there.
that. So that I call it AOR, right? After seeing artists like the Runaway Wild who does similar music, it's that electric guitar plus synth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus a
Sometimes vocals, right?
Yeah,
but
nice melody. It's a well-structured song.
Yeah.
That's radio friendly.
Like Mr. Runner, I'm picturing you with long, fake blonde hair, just wailing away on a
ripped
stage.
T-shirt, ripped jeans. Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of me in the 20s. Now it's just a long beard and pretty much short hair.
Yeah.
But,
Kids will do
that's
that.
what growing old gets you, I guess.
Well, you've got nothing on me and Dennis, man. We are like your grandfathers.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask, when you were doing this, because I noticed when you look at Bandcamp, it goes back to like 2023, when you hit retrowave, synthwave.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing you were making music before that, and then you decided to become OutRunner and pop on the scene.
Yeah, you got the bug, I guess, right? You had to have gotten a bug around like what, 2022, something like that. 2023.
Well, I went to school as a recording engineer in Los Angeles like in 2011, and I professionally produced and run a commercial studio for probably like 11 years, producing other artists. I was always active playing with bands.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
So
I had a band.
You were spending your energy on them, not yourself.
Yeah, so you kind of get tired of it. There's a bunch of ego, and it had to pay the bills, and it was a gig. But I remember when COVID hit, everything pretty much just halted, and I always I'm a huge drum guy, like if there's an instrument that really moves me is drums for some reason, like the rhythm and stuff. And when the pandemic hit, it's like I need to keep on making music, and now I don't have to record anybody, it's just me, so what else am I gonna do? Probably I've heard the term synthwave, although I was like completely an ignorant with who was
synthwave and who
We're
wasn't.
still defining what synthwave even is, so don't feel bad.
Nebulous. Yeah. So, but I just knew that 80s synths really had a connection with me and the type of music that I wanted to do. So I made like a test project. I released it. Nothing happened. But then again, it was just for me, pretty much. And you can actually find that song on my YouTube. It's called Odyssey, I believe.
Oh, nice.
But
I'm searching now.
Yeah, so like by the end of 2022, I got together with my good friend and old-time bass player, and we're like, he became a full-on DJ, and we're talking, and it's like, hey, dude, like we should do a synthwave project and get ourselves some masks and try to get into like the electronic scene.
Nice.
And I didn't want to waste any time, and I started producing Synthwave and getting more involved with who were, with artists. I remember that when I first came across the return from Pilot, like my mind just blew. Like,
there it is.
Pilot. Okay, so
yeah.
I'm guessing you heard artists like Ultra Boss.
Yeah.
Or LeBrock.
LeBrock, yeah, that's a big
one. Because when the guitar, like the sounds you make, the music you make, is that 80s soundtrack, rocky. Obviously, you add guitar to the mix.
Yeah, it's a little bit like shred wave. I almost said Shrek
right?
wave.
Yeah.
That's not a thing.
Shrek wave.
The Shrek wave, yeah.
Right.
Shrek wave is coming out next, right after Microwave is going to be Shrek wave. So we're lining that up.
Do you find there's freedom in? So I know we talk to a lot of artists who come from metal backgrounds or band backgrounds, and when they get frustrated with working with people, the freedom of sitting in front of a computer,
right,
or having your own sound interface and stuff like that,
doing your
and
own
not having
thing.
to work with other people, you can just program in your synths. You can record your guitar,
your
whether
drums.
you want to do your own vocals or not. There's freedom in that, right?
Yeah, for sure. And you know, it's funny because to me, I started actually DAWless, like no computer whatsoever.
Wow. Nice.
Like I actually bought a Tascam cassette recorder, and like that was how I started like really getting into the electronic scene. Is like, okay, like I'm gonna do this, but like full analog. I don't want any computer in this experience, but I kind of noticed that just keeping that mentality was restraining me more than I wanted to, and now it just evolved. Yeah, it's a lot of work, and it gets kind of repetitive after a while.
Wow. So when what
Here it
DAW
comes.
do you?
Here.
Everybody have a drink. I
like how
what DAW do you use?
You couldn't even come up with a creative way this time. You just straight up asked.
I gotta ask.
What DAW do you use?
I am using, as of this year, Ableton, but I was pretty much a Pro Tools hardcore user before that.
That makes sense.
So are you using Ableton on Mac?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a new one, because most Ableton users the reason they're using Ableton is because they're not Mac. Most Mac users are using Logic Pro or something like that. But I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this comment, but I remember my teacher in recording school saying that Logic ain't logical, and that actually stick to me for a long time.
Right. Gets in the back of your head. It becomes a
Pro
rule.
Tools, it's really a not so MIDI friendly kind of program. It's just like a audio editing stuff. But Ableton is just easy, man. It works. It works, and it's easy. It's fast.
There it is. Stop being efficient and fast when you're coming up with stuff. I'm sure.
We don't have Dave 808 Turner from Australia on the chats right now, but he likes to ask, do you have any particular VSTs you like to use? Because a lot of our listeners, they're fellow producers, right? And they're curious.
Yeah. So I end up using Viva a lot. That thing just Viva sounds analog. It's crazy. I love it. Then I also use, I forgot the name. I think it's Softube's 84. I believe it's a Juno clone.
There you go.
And it's
retro.
It sounds. Yeah, it sounds fantastic, and between that and Viva, like you pretty much can do anything. And then it's all my hardware stuff.
You and your guitar, god damn. Your guitar, your guitar work is amazing.
Yeah, I want to talk about the guitar work just a little bit because I discovered you on Instagram, like I was saying before, and the thing that really drove me into your music was you were just like a few other artists I know. Sunglasses Kid does things like that, where they're just essentially
your videos.
They're firing up a DAW, and you would actually like play a movie or something, and you would actually just kind of like orchestrate like a soundtrack to the movie, unless I'm crazy. But was that all like ad hoc kind of stuff, like off the cuff, or did you like do a whole bunch of creative edits and make it, which either way is just like totally rad. But it was a lot of like, I'm going to score this movie. And like, that was just like, whoa, that was like really interesting to watch. And that's how I found out about it.
My dream job is actually scoring movies. Like, that's something I've been very passionate about. And I knew that, I come from a marketer's advertising kind of mentality. So
yeah.
I knew that Instagram was going to be the heart of this project, or at least it was going to be the way to people, have some sort of first interaction with me. And so there's two types of content. I am launching a third one on Friday, but one is just guitar solos of my tracks, live performances and stuff, and the other one is the score. So
yeah,
I am literally creating scores for the trailers that I'm doing, and
that's awesome.
So this leads me to another question, because we got Jen FTS on YouTube who wants to know, like, can you please tell us about the mark you use for a lot of the videos?
The mark?
The mark.
The mark?
I guess.
Oh, the brand. Yeah, that's Spanglish for you.
Oh,
okay, yeah. What
nice.
Yeah, so I'm using my old trusty Lumix GH5, which I love to death, and a GoPro that fills in the blank with the guitar perspective. That I feel it's a cool touch.
So, yeah, I was about to say, like, there are a few artists out there who have the energy and time to actually set up proper camera work.
Yeah.
GoPro makes sense, right? Like,
we're too lazy to do it on the show because.
But when you got different angles and cool split screens and stuff.
I mean, it's great content. Yeah. Like, one of these days we're gonna figure out how cameras work. And
but wait, what I don't understand is, you've got 3 kids, you're producing music, and you still find the time to figure out making videos with different camera angles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How?
I'm a feisty one. What can I say? Music sets me free, man. So, whenever I find a free minute, I squeeze it in and I just do it. But I'll say this: once you get the hang of editing video, like it becomes second nature. So I don't really struggle about that. I struggle actually creating the scores for the trailers. Like, that's a ton of time.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's very fun to do.
Yeah,
and it's good practice.
It's really fun to watch too. Like, I just check it out and I'm like, wow, it sounds like it just belongs there. Like, it's just really well done. So kudos to you on the quality. Speaking of
Dennis, before we play a track,
more music.
Jan FTS clarified she meant mask.
Oh,
so instead of mark, what kind of mask do you use in the videos?
Oh, I guess it's some Chinese cyberpunk mask. I don't. Although it is extremely uncomfortable to wear, so I ditched that like 7 months ago.
You're talking to someone who goes to Synthwave shows wearing my like neon Voss mask.
Yeah.
And I can only wear it for like 5-10 minutes before my ears are pinched, my face is getting pinched, I'm sweating underneath.
Yeah.
It's no fun. It's no fun.
It's the Starcadian complex that you have right there. Like we had him on the show too, and I can't remember if we were talking on or off the air, but he's like, the mask just drives me nuts. I just want to take it off and just perform, let my hair hang down.
I bet you right now, tonight at that Mojave concert, he's wearing a mask.
Yes.
As much as he wants to take it off.
Yeah, he's got to wear the mask for Mojave. Yeah. For sure.
All right. So, Mr. Runner, let's dive into your latest release single, which is Discovery.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about that. How long did it take you to make that?
Okay, don't hate me. That took 1 day, but I'll explain why.
You bastard.
Discovery is the track that I made for the Predator trailer, and I loved it, and I just full produced the thing. And I find that when songs really connect with you, you know, as a creator, like they really just flow naturally. Like
Right.
you have the song done instantly. So yeah, that was a fast one. That's a very fast one for me.
Yeah.
And you essentially demoed it out on the
Yeah.
Instagram, so you kind of
Yeah, test the performance. Yeah.
yeah.
One thing I noticed too is most of your songs, they're more synth, and then your guitar comes in a bit like later, or you
Yeah.
keep the guitar in the background, and then like the solo or the front of the guitar comes in like 2 minutes into the song. But I think this is one of the, I guess, first songs I noticed. I mean, you might have a few on previous albums or something, but this is the first song I noticed where the guitar doesn't sneak in. It's not 2 minutes in. The guitar is like front and foremost.
Yeah, you know that's thank you for being so detailed about it. I appreciate that. And I'm always, so, to be honest, because now I try to get the music producer hat instead of the guitar player hat, and it's a very different perspective. And I was taught this a long time ago that you need to think in what the song actually needs. And most of the times, you know, I feel like as a guitar player, your first initial gut feeling would be grab the guitar and just shred here. But the reason is that, does the song really need that? You know, like you can really build the song towards a special moment where you can actually introduce the guitar and it'll bring something fresh.
I think I agree. Like, so here's the thing with electronic music, guitar, it can be like a crescendo.
Right.
Yeah.
And a guitar, you don't want the crescendo to hit too early.
Right.
I mean, you can add the guitar strums earlier on in the song if they're in the background, right? But if you're building a crescendo and you have the talent to do shred wave like you do,
it's like, you know, making love. You can't just like come out with it. And, you know, you just have to.
You don't want to do it in 5 seconds.
You build it.
It's got to last 5 minutes at least.
At least 5 minutes. You know, or 15.
Yeah,
you know.
No one wants a quickie. Yeah, of course.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's wine and dine the synthwave tracks.
Let's play this track. we gotta do this. All right. So, this came out on April 12th this month.
Oh my God, man.
Yeah.
So this is your
Fresh.
latest release single, available now on Bandcamp and streaming services. This is OutRunner with Discovery right here on Night Ride FM.
And that was Discovery by OutRunner. Yes, I love that track.
The nice drums in that.
It is. You know what it reminds me of? A little bit of Pink Floyd. Like when we had Full Eclipse on, we talked about Pink Floyd, where not your Roger Waters kind of Pink Floyd, but your more soulful, melodic, guitar-driven David Gilmour. I would say more of a David Gilmour style. But he would do like a lot of his early stuff with Dogs of War, and I forget the Momentary Lapse of Reason, which is like one of my favorite albums. And it's just exactly that. It's just like that melodic kind of vibe, and then like you're just flying through the mountains, and then the guitar solo just hits, and you're just flying.
It's a little bit like throwing in some like Santana into
yeah. It's melodic, and I think we were talking off air, or maybe it was on air. I don't know. We had a nice little discussion about the guitar work that you do. You're not really about shredding, and I think that's great that you're more into that melodic style where just
Discovery showed it off, right? It wasn't quite shred. You were actually melodically playing the guitar,
right? And it's very soulful and expressive, which is really what I think makes the most connection with people. I think that's when people really get it and dig it, is when you can connect on that level. So yeah, what a banger.
Thank you,
sir.
Thank you.
So I told you on this interview we're gonna ask some goofy questions, but we're gonna, before we play your third and last track of the night, which have you, I know you've done a couple of collaborations with some vocalists and stuff. Have you done any other collaborations with other producers?
Yeah, actually.
Until now.
Like on 2023, no, it was just me. And I did a remix for Synth Principle, but I don't think a remix is a collab. I think it's a different kind of beast. But this year, I'll probably done 4 or 5 collabs so far, and I have a couple more on the works.
Nice.
Are you enjoying the collaborations?
Yeah, I love it, man.
They can be fun, and they can also be challenging, right?
Yeah, for sure. For sure they can be challenging, but at least I've been approached by talented people, and pretty much at this point I just, everyone is just, they're friends, and we have the freedom to kind of go back and forth if something is not really fitting, and there's no ego involved. So it's a fun process, because at the end of the day you end up getting better, right? Like you get better, and you get inspired by sounds you wouldn't actually make. Like, for example, I have a track coming out this Friday, and it's a collaboration with List. And man, the chord progression he just did, like that just blew my mind off. Like, it's something I would never do. I'm more of a blues scale kind of guy. I'm a more melancholic, and this is a more happy tune.
Yeah.
And it's very fun because it changes your gears, right? Like it shifts the direction that you're going for, and so kind of takes you out of your comfort zone. And I love that experience.
Now, List is also a guitar player as well, because we've played a couple of tracks of his, and they've got, we call it shred, right? But anything that's not synth to us is shred. There's a guitar, right? But List,
Very
we've
basic.
played a couple of List tracks because he's submitted a few tracks.
Yeah, he's on fire, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, there was an episode where Dennis was like, "Dude, I got 2 submissions we got to play, and one was OutRunner, the other one was List." And I was like, "Oh, this is awesome."
Yeah.
I think I streamed that. It was back to back, right?
Yeah, back to back.
Yeah.
Amazing stuff. So, what's it like collaborating? I mean, I know a lot of synth artists, pure, producing electronic. That's one kind of collaboration, and normally you might hear an electronic artist collaborate with a guitarist or a vocalist.
Right.
But what's it like 2 guitarists collaborating?
Well, Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. I didn't
Mhm.
know Liz plays guitar, and if he does, he was extremely humble because he never said anything. Like the guitars on this track, it's all me.
Oh, wow.
So he just let me do my thing, man.
So
Now I
he-
feel
So-
kind of bad.
Oh no! You know what? First of all, shout out to List because
Yeah, yeah.
we've played a couple of his tracks on our shows. So both of you, thank you for submitting your music.
Yeah.
we got to remind the listeners out there or fellow artists who are
please
listening,
submit to the radio station.
submit.nightride.fm because I mean, as much as I try and keep up on my socials, I miss stuff,
Yeah.
and half the time I'm relying on either Karin to find stuff I don't, or our submissions.
Yeah.
And Dennis always picks gems.
And emails are great, but honestly, when you can go in and have the time and you have like one place that you can go to and just sift through, because we do sift through a lot of music. I mean, when I'm going to find music for the show, sometimes I'll sift through like 50 tracks in an afternoon, you know? So it's definitely a good practice to just have one single place to go, and we do offer that. Submit.nightride.fm. You can go to the website and you can submit your tracks and get it on the radio station. You can get it on shows. You can get it on
Once again, I gotta remind the artists too, like we on a show like tonight, we can only fit like 9 or 10 songs.
Right.
Karin can maybe fit 30 on her
Yes.
show, but we have a lot more submissions, and we are a radio station. Z keeps feeding stuff into the engine.
Machine. Yes.
So it plays 24/7. Submit your tracks. If we don't play it on the show, they might play just on rotation.
Yeah.
And so, Mr. Runner, we thank you, for submitting it. We thank List for submitting tracks.
Yeah. We
And
love
that's
discovering.
That's a good
guys. It's
segue
great.
into this.
Thank you guys.
Song.
Thank you guys for allowing us. Like
Ah.
every artist needs places to stream his music. So I appreciate you guys and what you do.
Yeah.
Dude,
Appreciate
man.
that.
We'll try and shout you out on the socials as well.
Absolutely.
Before we get into the next track, we gotta ask some non-music stuff.
I want to know how you got into like this scene. Like, what was your first discovery in synthwave? When did you discover this kind of stuff was cool? And you don't have to speak movies or you don't have to speak music. You can just be like any direction, you know, video games or movies, or it doesn't have to be like very specifically pigeonholed.
Yeah. Actually, so let's get more specific. Do you play video games?
I haven't done for a while, but I do.
All right. So what TV shows or movies are you watching these days?
Yeah, what's getting your giggy, so to speak?
Well, I actually finished Shogun last night.
Oh, dude, it
what
was
a show!
I gotta finish that.
Okay, I'm
It's
not gonna.
amazing.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
Yeah.
Except for the 10th episode. There's no big battles. If you actually read the books, you know there isn't, and if you know your history, you know there is no big battle. What you saw in episode 9 is more or less what sets up everything, and it all comes out in episode 10.
All right, I'm on episode 1, so let's back that up.
Dennis, man, you should be.
Yeah, you're in for a treat. It's a very well done series. Like it's a fantastic show.
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm excited to watch that. I just watched 3 Body Problem. That was my
that's
show
a great
to
show
listen to.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know what? Right now
Meta-science.
it's a good time to be watching these streaming shows because
It is.
So fuck Halo.
Fallout is where it's at.
Halo is a disaster,
Fuck
but
Halo.
Fallout came out, which is it's Fallout is just like the video game. It's beautiful.
is.
It's perfect.
They nailed it. Yeah.
3 Body Problem. If you read the books, I haven't, but it is a great sci-fi series. We've got Shogun, which is out. I even watched the 80s one way back in the day, and I rewatched it last weekend. 1980, the original Shogun, and this one is so much
Constellation, is that another show? Because I think
Yes,
I watched
Constellation.
that one. Yeah, I watched that one as well. I like that one as well. So.
Yeah. Oh, and if you like Fallout, Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal.
If you've played a video game,
I have.
First of all, Sweet Tooth is in it. The clown.
Is that
the
out
clown
yet?
car. It's on Peacock. It's on like various streaming services.
Okay.
Twisted Metal is actually a good fun romp. It
right.
is true to the video game, and it is outrageous. There's a lot of comedy in it.
Nice.
And violence. Oh, it's perfect.
Comedy and violence are like, you know, that's like the peanut butter and chocolate of comedy and violence.
Shows.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Very good.
By the way, Mr. Runner, what did you eat for breakfast this morning?
We're gonna ask you really random questions.
Completely random questions.
Oh my god, my breakfast was probably like 4 cups of coffee.
Nice.
Oh.
A true musician right
yeah.
there. Very good.
Yeah. My wife says I'm addicted to it, but yeah.
No, you can't be addicted to coffee. No.
Right? That's what
There's
I
never
say,
enough
right?
coffee.
Yeah.
No, it's impossible. Yeah.
It gives you energy or
Yeah.
something.
It gives you energy.
So
Yeah.
especially when you have like 3 or more kids, right, Dennis?
Yeah, you need all the energy that you can get at that point. What other random questions can we ask you? That was pretty random.
Oh, you know what? I was telling Mr. Runner earlier. I'm like, okay, who's your favorite like actress? But I mean, if your wife is listening, I don't know.
Be like, my wife, if she acted. All right, Coke or
Yeah.
Pepsi? Are you a Coke or Pepsi guy? And if
Sure.
this is our argument, me and Jules, we always have a disagreement when it comes to soft drinks, where I love like trying new things, and he likes the very specific
I just
plain
pure Coca-Cola.
plain.
I don't want anything
Jane.
else. Maybe I'll drink Pepsi, but just Coke.
Are you a soft drink enjoyer?
I mean, I'm a Coca-Cola guy for
Coca-Cola.
sure.
There you go.
Yeah. we
Yeah.
Do you go for the fancy flavors, or are you a traditionalist?
I'm in between. I actually drink Coca-Cola Zero, so I'm a
Yeah.
What?
There it is.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
There it is.
Okay, so Craig Packman in the chat wants to know what's your favorite chocolate bar.
Ooh, that's the Reese Buttercup.
Ooh,
Nice.
all right.
Yeah.
All right.
If you're making a sundae, are you the guy that puts more than one cherry on the sundae, or is it sacrilege to put more than one cherry on a sundae?
I put 0 cherries on my
Zero
sundae.
cherries.
Yeah.
Are you allergic
I'm a
to
sporty
cherries?
guy, so I avoid it.
Oh, so you don't do the ice
Right.
cream. You don't do the well. Cherries are good for you. I think cherries. That's like a fruit, right?
I have this bad addiction to maraschino cherries.
Oh,
The problem is
that's
if
like
you get
crack,
a jar of them
honestly, though.
and you eat more than 5 of them, you're gonna be sick real fast.
If you ate more than 5 maraschino cherries and drank a Coke Zero,
Oh, dude, no.
You are in trouble for sure.
You're in trouble. Oh,
Yeah.
So Johnny 5, who's alive, wants to know what's your favorite spicy food?
ooh, you're from Guatemala. Do they have spicy food in Guatemala? They have
not-
to, right?
Well, not like the Asians, I don't think.
Well, you said you're near Mexico, right?
I mean, yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's spicy food is not our forte, but well, that's a good question.
Like,
I don't know. Jalapenos.
yeah, like I guess jalapenos would be more or less in the diet, right?
Yeah, they're fantastic.
What about
They make everything
chilies?
better.
In Guatemalan cuisine, is there a lot of chilies?
Yeah, I think so.
If
It's,
you're
Chilies
doing-
are usually hotter than jalapenos.
If you're doing
guess
your laundry, do you put it on the clothesline, or do you put it in the dryer?
Totally
or,
random
Or do you do
questions.
it al natural on a clothesline?
Alright,
Because that's old
You know
school.
what? Craig's asking favorite pizza. All right, we got to cut this off. Right, last question. What's your favorite pizza?
Hawaiian pizza. That's pineapple.
Oh, no.
Nice.
No.
Yeah.
Yes,
No.
we're hanging out.
Okay, we didn't ask that.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
that
weird.
doesn't count. No.
We
no,
are hanging
no,
out.
No.
Yeah.
That I didn't hear that. We're not. No. All right. By the way, I gotta throw out some shout outs. I can't remember if I did these, but Matt Endless, Synergy, and Spectre 240.
Nice.
Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for participating in the chat.
All right, let's play more
All right.
music. Come on now.
Yes, let's get back to the music. Okay, Mr. Runner,
Silly.
this is coming out this Friday, right?
Correct.
All right, you and List got together. You collabed. You've made this new album, this new single.
man.
It's called Cruise Control. When did you guys start this?
This one started, I believe it was a month and a half or so ago, give or take.
And your Instagram, your little clips on this are so amazing. Like it's the tease is real.
Yeah, I put a lot of effort into those animations for sure.
You did, yeah. And I love the actual like view. It's once again, it's that GoPro or something. You've got it like, it's almost like mounted on the end of your guitar.
Oh yeah, that's the GoPro. It's
there you go.
That's
the
amazing.
famous point of view. I love it.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
everybody should have like that point of view, like when you play guitar. Like you absolutely, everybody should just have that.
You know what? Somebody should
exciting.
mount a GoPro on their fingers when they're playing.
I would put a
guitar or
GoPro
something.
on everything. Like honestly, if I had like enough GoPros, I would just, just strap them on to your, forehead and your fingers and
No, not okay. There's some things I don't want.
your other things.
I don't want it strapped onto there. Never mind. But all right, let's play this track. Okay, so this comes out Friday. It's List and you, Sir OutRunner, with this track called Cruise Control. Oh god, it's amazing. I don't even have a Bandcamp link for it because it's not out yet.
Yeah.
But everyone, jump over to List or OutRunner's Bandcamp pages and refresh on Friday. So here it is. This is List and OutRunner with Cruise Control right here on Night Ride FM.
And yes, that was List and OutRunner with Cruise Control. Yeah, man.
Beautiful.
I dig that a lot.
So we were talking behind the song. There's something about you mentioned that you like creating music to visuals, to soundtrack things.
Yeah.
And I agree. First of all, I think a lot of us who are into synthwave, the reason we like soundtrack music, whether it's very, very electronic, ambient like Vangelis from Blade Runner, or whether it's the AOR type rock music from something like Commando with Arnold Schwarzenegger, the reason we like these tunes is this music that's laid down as the sort of the companion to visuals. It really hits hard, and it sticks in your head. And it sticks in your head for like 30, 40 years.
I think it does because it's ingrained when you're a child. You know, when you see these movies and they make such an impact in your youth, and I think that's the whole key ingredient to
let's
the whole
not
nostalgia
forget
thing.
You go watch like Tron Legacy, and that Tron soundtrack is burned into your head.
Yeah.
Right? Like, good. Yeah. And I mean, I'm leaning towards electronic here, but there are a ton of movies out there that have come out in the last 10 years whose soundtracks, whether I like the music or not, the style of music is burned into your head. It sets a marker point in your life. So the next decade, when you hear that song, you know exactly where you were, what movie you watched, the emotions you were feeling.
Yeah, it's pretty powerful. It's pretty powerful stuff. And I just get jazzed up, you know, whenever I hear that type of sound, and it just really takes me back to either a movie or, like I said, the Pink Floyd jams that I used to just listen to and just wear the tape out. So we're loving what you're doing. Keep on doing it. Keep cracking this stuff out.
Mr. Runner, are you familiar with Droid Bishop?
Yeah.
Okay, so Z, our overlord, who he pretty much created this entire Night Ride FM environment because of Droid Bishop.
Right.
He's like OutRunner and Droid Bishop on a stage would be amazing. Because the two of you, Droid Bishop with his guitar work, he's a master of the arpeggiated shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your talents as well. Like on a stage, that would be amazing. Dennis, we gotta sneak this in. Next time Droid Bishop wants to play live, we'd be like, oh, it would be so cool if you played with OutRunner.
Yes. We're gonna work
fly him up from Guatemala.
You know, we need to start putting some shows together. Maybe we should start thinking about that, Jules.
That would be fantastic. And Guatemala is not. The flight is not so long. You know, it's not a long voyage.
No, it's not. Although technically, what we should be doing is the rest of us should be flying down to Guatemala to build the scene down there.
Yeah, we can create a festival with 3 people. That would be amazing. Yeah. We can rock out.
Create a festival with like 1 local.
As long as the food's good.
We'll import the rest.
It's got to be good.
And before you know it, everyone down in Guatemala is going to want to produce Synthwave.
Yeah.
For sure. We'll make it a trend.
By the way, I got a shout out to List. You know what? When I was posting today, all our artist posts, I didn't tag List.
What?
And yeah, I mean, the feature song tonight was Cruise Control, so shout out to List.
Yeah, shout out. Thanks a lot for letting us play that.
We'll have List as a guest at some point.
Yeah, we're going to put you on the roadmap.
Yeah, right.
That would be amazing. And yeah, this is exciting. I love your stuff, like I said. We want to know how people can get in touch with you. I think we spoke about Instagram as being like your main handle. Is there any other socials that you frequent, that you lurk on anywhere?
Yeah, pretty much Instagram is my hometown. You can check the website and pretty much links you to other places, although I don't even know why I have TikTok. I keep tabs of my YouTube account. Facebook is just dead. I just have it because I have to. Right. So Instagram is the safest bet, I guess.
There you go. Very good.
Yeah.
And we have new music coming up. Obviously, we have new music coming up this Friday. Are you working on any new albums or any other, interesting things you'd like to to promote other than because you're coming in hot, man. You have, I feel like every other week we've been playing a song by OutRunner.
Right?
So, I'm ready for a tour. I'm ready for three
like an album, like
a
16-track album,
Taylor
or something?
Swift size album.
My strategy for this year is to release a track every 3 weeks. So pretty much I already have uploaded all the music probably by August right now. So I'll just keep on mass producing to fill 2024. And the goal would be to kind of have like a very special vinyl collection that features the best tracks that I released so far. But touring is definitely at the top of the list.
Did you say vinyl?
Yeah. Yeah. That's the goal. That's the goal.
So, okay, one more thing though. Your artwork for your singles and albums.
Yeah.
Who does that? Because it's got a distinct style to it.
Yeah, that's actually a friend of mine called Roland.
Ooh,
He's just Rolando.
I like that.
Yeah, he's a super talented person, and we've been developing the character behind OutRunner, which is actually called Jigen. So
wait a minute, did we bury the lead? You have a whole concept?
Yes. Okay, yeah, we should talk about this.
Oh my God, we just buried the lead.
Yeah, right. So OutRunner was born out of the entire concept of making the soundtrack for this character, and it was going to be based off a comic book. So Jigen is a bounty hunter by day and a musician by night.
Nice.
And pretty much all of the tracks are a part of his trip during his lifetime, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea behind the vinyl would be to actually have a comic.
Wow.
You could have the comic actually go
the
with
artwork.
it.
The artwork is comic style. It is amazing.
Yeah.
It's quasi cyberpunk, quasi not.
Yeah.
I love the artwork, and it's pretty much continuous throughout all your releases, and I love it. He's amazing.
Yeah.
He's
incredible stuff. And I think what we should probably do, we should probably go ahead and let's play another track, and then we'll say our goodbyes, and then although I just kind of want to keep it going here.
Mr. Runner, can you stick around for like 4 minutes?
Yeah, of course.
All right, we're gonna play one more song. This one is from all right, we got to talk about this. Dennis, Primo reached out to us.
Feisty ones. Yes.
Oh, yes. Primo, we haven't heard from her in a while. I'm glad she's back. She's got a new single coming out this Friday, and it's a collaboration with Webb, spelled VVEBB.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah, so this is Primo the Alien and Webb with Get Like This right here on Night Ride FM.
Me, pillows they cover me.
And that was Primo the Alien and Webb or Veb. W-E-B-B, but with V's.
It's
because
V-V-E-B-B. Web.
E-B-B.
Get Like This.
Get Like This.
That comes out Friday.
Check it out. All right, very good. And I think unfortunately, this is the end of our road with the Mr. OutRunner.
Yes, Mr. Runner, we got to let you go.
This was amazing, though.
Thank you guys for having me. This was fun.
If you come out with a vinyl, you need to let me know, because it's
for sure.
Like, you know what? I don't care if I have to sell my condo. I'll be living under a bridge, but I need these vinyls.
You can make a house out of vinyls. Like you could just
That's true.
Glue them together.
That's true.
Yeah.
But shout out to your artist, Rolando.
Yeah.
He's amazing. Like, this is some serious like cyberpunk / I don't know what comic type stuff, but the consistency, the artwork is amazing.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
It's amazing.
Shout out to List for your latest collab, which comes out this Friday. I guess it's going to be on both of your Bandcamps.
Yeah, we haven't discussed it, but most likely, yeah.
Yeah, and of course, all streaming services, Spotify, Apple, whatever it's called, and Deezer. Our favorite, Deezer.
Deezer is like our little practical inside joke.
One day we will get them to sponsor us, and we will never say shit about Deezer.
Sponsored by
ever.
Deezer.
Just a teaser. Yeah.
Oh, look at you.
Nice.
Sorry.
With the puns, you should actually be you should have like a regular spot on this show with puns like that.
Yeah.
Because
Mr. Runner,
that's what we did.
I can't thank you enough for your time tonight.
Yeah,
We've taken like an hour and a half of your time.
We did. We spoke more than we speak to a lot of the guests. We kind of, held on to it as long as we could.
It's an honor, really. I had a fun time, and anytime you have a blank space, I'm here.
That sounds like a plan.
And next time, your new singles, remember to always pop them into submit.nightride.fm. Also, tag us if you want on your socials, because we'll reshare the shit out of stuff.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Yeah, we'll definitely do. There's a ton coming, so yeah.
Oh, nice.
All right.
So
we'll say bye-bye. We're gonna play a track, and we'll say bye-bye to you behind this track. But again, thank you for being on our show.
No, you're very welcome. My pleasure, my honor. Thank you, and thank you to everyone that's been commenting and supporting. You guys are amazing. Synthwave community is the best community.
Absolutely.
You make you artists make everyone's lives better. So.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Well, there it is, Mr. Jules. That was the wonderful OutRunner.
Mm-hmm.
And
OutRunner with a space.
With a space, yes.
Right.
Just for you to find.
I don't want to diss OutRunner without a space. But there's OutRunner with the guitar, and there's OutRunner without.
That's right. That equally as wonderful. I think we should drop a track, and then we should get into some touring and events, and to wrap this baby up. What do you think?
Let's do it. All right. We have a new track. It's actually a sort of a maxi single from Tennessee artist To the Stars We Return. I believe we saw him down in Tampa.
That's right. Yeah.
First night, yeah. So he's got a new single, kind of a single out. It's the second track on the single. It's called Harbinger.
All right.
And you're hearing it right here on Night Ride FM.
Enjoy. And that was Harbinger with To the Stars We Return. Good stuff right there.
The other way around. To the Stars We Return.
I did it
with
again.
Harbinger.
I messed up.
Justin Dye.
Yeah. I saw him in Philly.
Release.
Yeah, good dude. For sure.
We've been talking a lot, so we're going to slap more music right away.
Slap
people
right on the fanny. That's right.
Dennis,
next one.
I cheated. Tonight we're playing 10 tracks instead of 9.
Oh, I was wondering. I was like, wait a minute. This feels like it's a little chunkier than usual. It's got a little bit more in the back. A little bit more in the back side.
So, tonight is April 24th. So if you happen to be down in the Mojave Desert, you will be enjoying some
We are so pronouncing
from...
that so wrong. I love it. But it's so fun to say.
Enjoying some music or performances from some of our favorite artists that we've had on the show.
Yeah.
But Mr. Power Rob reminded me that he just dropped a new single, and of course, Retro Synth is also pushing this as well. So shout out to Dan Ekus. But we have the latest single from Power Rob and Battle Juice.
Ooh, very nice.
And of course, it's got the Brock style crazy metal vocals from Power Rob, the production from Battle Juice. So here it is. This is Battle Juice and Power Rob with World Gone Mad right here on Night Ride FM. Yes.
And that was Battle Juice and Power Rob with World Gone Mad.
My God. Power Rob's vocals.
Good chops. Woo-hoo. In fact, we actually, I just looked, we actually played that a couple weeks ago. So,
but
we like it a lot.
We're, you know what? This is a good segue because we're sliding into the events.
That's right.
Synthwave events.
Yes.
And starting tonight.
Down in where?
Okay, I'll try and say it the right way.
No, say it the wrong way.
The Mojave Desert.
Mojave Desert.
Mojave Desert. April 24th, tonight till the 28th. It's Neotropolis. First of all, if you're going down there, you got to dress up like cyberpunk as shit.
Yeah, you have to. You got to be glowing neon.
Did you see? So Power Rob's got his new outfit, and he's got like these kind of like Greek style wings on his feet and everything, right? They're pretty amazing.
That's amazing.
But then you've got the other Rob, Dark Rob.
Yeah.
Did you see his post?
He's
got like these double gun barrels on his hips and everything. Oh, like you gotta dress cyberpunk as shit.
You do.
So
it's part of the game, you know.
I also saw Starcadian's outfit. Pretty amazing. His helmet now has air conditioning.
Oh, that's where it's at, right there. Very
so
good.
I'm gonna rattle off the artists tonight.
All right.
There's Starcadian, Street Cleaner, Megatronics, Knight Rider 7, Power Rob, Starfarer.
Another helmet wearer.
Yeah. And VHS Celebs, who's wrapping up one of their like West Coast tours.
Yeah, good guys.
Karen got to play with them last week.
Yeah, very good.
So, damn.
Good stuff. April 24th, which is what? Tomorrow? Tonight. We have the Dark Wave Night with 2D Cat, Alice, and the Neuro Farm. That's in Washington, D.C. Very good.
And again, starting tonight, over in Europe, Kibu is on tour. So if you like your Vangelis, Tangerine Dream, whatever, Kibu is on tour all over Europe. The Synthesizer Legends Tour.
It's good stuff.
Right up until June 13th.
April 25th through the 27th, we have the mini tour with Pensacola Mist. That is in the UK. Very good.
Did you see their latest posts on Instagram?
I haven't been on social media, Jules.
Oh, that's right.
I've been locked out.
He's doing a selfie. One of the artists. He's doing a selfie in their studio. They got the lights blitzing and everything, and they're practicing. He's singing along. So and so is playing a guitar, and then it pans down to one of the band members passed out on the floor.
All right, I got to get back on social media. I have the FOMO right now, and I'm just missing everything. So we're gonna get there right after we do this show. I'm jumping back on. April 27th, we have Howler in Melbourne. Melbourne.
The Howler.
The Howler at the Howler. Yes. We have Daniel Deluxe, Night Terrors, and 0 to 9, my homie, in Melbourne, Australia. All right, your turn.
Of course, May 2nd to the 12th, for those of us here in the North Americas, we get to enjoy Master Boot Record.
Yeah, that's going to be exciting. I can't wait to see. He's playing Philly, which is very rare for a synth group, so good stuff. We have May 4th. We have live at the Virgil with Wolf Club and Missing Words. So I'm messing words. So you can have that as well.
That's in LA, so that's a big thing.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
And of course, May 24th, if you're in Bratislava, Slovakia, nice. Night Call goes down with Wave Shaper, Alex, and a few more to be announced.
London, UK, May 31st, we have Outland, Dream Kid, and we have The Last Concord, and a few more to be announced. So that's a nice little headliner there. Last Concord and Dream Kid. We all know Dream Kid.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, so Temporal Waves, who's in the chat.
Yeah.
By the way, I got a shout out. Temporal Waves, new on the scene, in our scene at least. The Tambla player from Heaven.
Yeah.
There's so I can't wait for Alpha Chromeo to listen to this album and comment on it, because we know Alpha likes to do kind of weird, kind of Zen-like music,
right?
Whether Japanese influence or whatever. But
yes,
Temporal Waves, we were part of his listening party. This album, I got the vinyl. It shipped in literally less than 24 hours.
Wow, that's
I ordered on a like listening party was on a Tuesday or something, and it came in Wednesday or something like
And
that.
to Canada, no less.
Yeah, well, so he's in Montreal. They went.
Oh, there you go.
But still, Canada Post. It's not. It shouldn't be like this.
Right.
But Temporal Waves, my God, this album is amazing.
All right.
And
You get me excited now, Jules.
He's in the chats. I'm sorry we didn't play one of your tracks tonight, but he just reminded me that Magic Sword has announced something that's not even on our calendar.
It's not?
Yeah, no, July 12th to the 14th.
Oh.
They're going to be in Bellingham, Washington.
Okay. Very good.
The Immortals will be playing at Northwest Tuna.
Well, there you go. Very good.
Yeah.
So we also have June 18th. No, 8th. I got that wrong. Hotline Bristol.
Oh, God, yeah.
Pardue with Nina and Radio Wolf, Danny Jean, Phoenix, Taurus, 1984, Robert Parker, Aereo, Nexus, Pensacola Mist, and Wolf Club. That is a nice lineup right there. That's in Bristol, UK. So check that out. And then, yeah, as we did mention a little bit, we have here July 11th through August 9th. So it looks like they're kind of ramping things up for a nice big tour in the U.S.
Oh,
so that's
Magic
cool. Magic Sword.
Yeah, summer tour all over the USA. Unfortunately, not in Canada. Normally they visit us, but I guess without Dance of the Dead, it's not worth it.
Yeah, you guys chop liver. That's it. We're gonna wrap it up here. We want to do one more where we just tell you about the Midnight. They tour everywhere, and this time they're touring with Chromeo, which is very exciting. So I might check that one out.
September 6th to October 18th.
And that's good. For the calendar, where can people go, Mr. Jules? They can go
just
to...
Just go to Google and type Synthwave events.
That's it.
And
it's like
you'll
magic.
hit our Night Ride FM calendar. Hey, didn't Z tell us that it's the most hit site?
It is.
Paid?
Yes.
I feel so special.
Yeah, you do. You do good things.
That means I got to keep it fresh.
Yep.
And up to date.
You're doing
so
God's
I gotta
work,
add a
Jules.
few of the things we've been talking about.
Yep, you have to update that, but it's always a great place to go to. You can just go there and find out where your next favorite show is playing. Speaking of playing, we love seeing this guy play. He is amazing.
Man, yes. So this was cool. Alan, out of the blue, like 3 days ago, messaged me on Facebook. He's like, by the way, I know you love She's on Video.
Who doesn't?
His new graffiti album.
Yeah.
Which is available on Retro Synth Records on vinyl. So Knight Rider 87 did a remix of this. They're down in the Mojave Desert this weekend, but they remixed his She's on Video.
Yes.
So
we heard this on Karin Show.
Man, just too cool. So here it is. This is Let 'Em Riot with She's on Video, the Knight Rider 87 remix, right here on Night Ride FM.
She's on
video.
Video.
Oh my god.
I love it. That's just. It's an amazing track right there. We love Alan. Alan is great. We love Night Rider 87 too. He's really good too.
Night Rider 87 is like, I love his selfie pics. So it's a band, right?
Right.
But Night Rider 87, Steven himself.
Yeah.
He's got this epic beard. He looks very Portland.
Right.
Like a Viking in Portland, but with like neon sunglasses.
Like a neon Viking in Portland.
Yes.
That's amazing.
That was an amazing remix of Let 'Em Riot's She's on Video, which is, what a track.
Yeah. So, very good. We actually played 10 tracks this. We didn't play them yet. We have
we will.
2 more tracks. We did pretty good. Time-wise, it was great. I thought it was a nice. Jules, what do you think about the show tonight? You think it was pretty good? You think you were very happy with it?
I thought we'd be over our time limit, but we're just about coming in.
We pulled it in. Wire. Yeah, we pulled it together really nice, and I like the fact that I didn't have to do any work on this show.
And you know what, Mr. OutRunner was
good, dude.
Amazing.
Yeah. Super talented, and go out and buy them albums and whatnot. We're going to give you one more track, and then we're going to do our closing, and then we're going to give you one more track, and then that's going to be it. So
let's do it. All the way from the Netherlands, Mr. Heartbeat Hero, who was on Karin's show yesterday.
He was.
Along with Zarina and Maya Camara and Rogue FX.
Yeah.
That was amazing. So Daniel has got a new album out. It's called Timeless. And it dropped, I think, April 19th. So literally last week.
There you go.
Yeah. We've got to play tracks from him because he's an amazing supporter of the scene and also one of the best producers. He's got that early 1990, 91 vibe to his music.
Yeah.
I guess that because he lives in the Netherlands.
Yeah, they're about 20 years behind anyway, so that's usually
one of the best monthly shows for Synthwave. It's on Twitch. He does like trivia questions with the guests.
Yeah,
he has 4 guests on at a time.
We've been on that show. I think. Yeah, there's another. I think
we'll probably be on it this summer.
I expect my invite, Mr. Heartbeat Hero, because I had fun. It was a good time.
So head over to heartbeathero.bandcamp.com. The new album, it's called Timeless, and we're gonna play this track, my favorite. It's called Into Oblivion, right here on Night Ride FM.
it is, Heartbeat Hero with Into Oblivion. I said Oblivion.
Oblivion, yeah,
That
Into
didn't make
Oblivion.
sense.
From the album Timeless.
Yeah.
One of our favorite friends, all the way from Holland, aka Netherlands.
He's a good dude. Yes.
By the way, I got a shout out to the Pizza King, who's in the YouTubes, who's been educating me on how you pronounce certain places in Aussie land. Like Brisbane, really? I say Brisbane with an E.
Yeah.
It's actually Brisbane.
I thought it was Brisbane.
Or Brisbane. Yeah, I guess Brisbane. You don't, not Ain.
What about Mojave Desert?
Yeah.
All right, so we're at our closing part here. We want to tell you about Retro Hit Radio. They play us back every Sunday at 10 p.m. on Retro Hit Radio. You can catch them on their schedule, retrohitradio.co.nz.
That's
something.
It's you hear our show syndicated on there 10 p.m. on Sundays.
Yeah,
and they're airing out of New Zealand / Australia because the host moved.
Yeah.
From Kiwi Land down to Melbourne.
So we got you.
Thanks, Pizza King. It's not Melbourne.
Right.
It's Melbourne.
Melbourne, like burning hot, like you're in the Mojave Desert.
Yeah. G'day.
All right, thestateofsynth.com. You can click the top right-hand link if you like us. Buy us a drink. It's always nice.
Yes.
Lately, I've been drinking the non-alcoholic drinks every now and then.
We were talking about this behind this last track.
Yeah.
Like mocktails are becoming a thing.
Mocktail. I'm a trendsetter.
I'm all for it, man.
I'm a trendsetter.
It's cheaper, no hangovers, better for you. And if it's becoming accepted and you're not pressured into boozing,
yes,
that's a good thing.
Treat your liver with respect every now and then. It's gonna, go far. And I guess you only get one liver, right? You only have one liver, right?
Although technically, liver is pretty resilient.
Yeah.
You can cut half of it off and it'll grow back.
Oh, well, there you go.
I'm not saying you should.
It's like a centipede. That's great.
I'm not saying you should abuse it, but
right. Just
by
treat
the way,
it kind every now and then.
What are we
talking about?
Gotta mention Nightride.fm. It's an indie radio station. It's running off, cloud servers, paid for by fans like all of us.
Yes.
If you want to support the station, go to patreon.com/NightrideFM. Throw a coin to your Witcher so that Z can keep this running.
Yes.
Shout out to our latest Patreon, Ido.
Yeah. Very
Hi,
nice.
Ido. Yeah.
Exciting stuff. So yeah, that's our show. We're gonna go ahead and wrap things up. We have a couple more episodes in this season. Where did the time go, Jules? I don't know.
Dude, our guest next week. It's gonna be exciting.
This is very exciting. I don't even.
Bitch.
Oh, that's right. Our good old friend Bobby. So he's got
a new album coming out on New Retro Wave.
Yeah, New Retro Wave. So we're gonna talk with him. He's still not too good enough to talk to us. So that's good. Bobby's he's a chill dude. Even now he's on the big NRW label. So that's good. He deserves it. So he's up next week. Check us out in the archives. Check us out wherever you listen to your podcast. And thanks always for listening. We appreciate it. That's it. We have one more track. And Jules, you have any parting words along with our track setup?
Big thanks to our guest tonight.
Yes.
OutRunner, all the way from Guatemala. That was awesome.
Yeah, good stuff.
Nothing like some good guitar synthwave talent. And we're going to play you all out with the latest track from our Argentinian artist, One Ticket to the Moon, with their latest single. This is Wait, She is a Robot.
She's a robot.
Yeah. From all of us here at Night Ride FM. Have a good night.
Take it easy. We'll see you next week. Bye.